All the name calling and the fighting and the arguing and the mind games with a narcissistically abusive person comes down to this one thing. Two people who don't like each other. That involves you, right? So really what we're talking about here is dishonesty all the way around. And now if we start becoming more honest, then you won't have to worry about narcissistic abuse. Now, some of you right now are saying, Kevin, I'm honest with them. If you're honest with them, then you would not be in a relationship with a narcissistic parent or a sibling or a lover or a job or whatever. You would not be there trying to change them if you were being honest. If you were honest, you'd be out. But we need to understand what living honestly looks like. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Before I continue, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. In addition to that, I have a brand new life coaching program where I teach every day, Monday through Friday, live with questions and answers. This coaching program is live. It is not pre-recorded from last year or the year before. You're spending time with me each and every day, and I am more than happy and excited to spend this time with you. So get down there and get registered. It's only $49 for the entire month, and I'll see you in class. Now, we are talking about being honest. In fact, we're spending this whole week in the class talking about honesty. We typically look at honesty as just being able to be straightforward, being able to shoot whatever out of our mouths, right? Oh, I don't hold back because I'm honest. By the way, this is what narcissistic people do, and they call it honesty, right? Never mind my bluntness. Never mind I cuss you out. Never mind I call you names. It's just my honesty. Wrong. Narcissistic people are cowards. They're not honest, because if they were honest, what they would be saying is, I don't like you. That's why I call you names. That's why I cuss you out. It's because I don't care about you. You're only as good to me as what I need you for. That's the honest truth. But like the cowards narcissistic people are, they'd rather just cuss you out, call you names, and never tell you that the real reason is that they just don't like you. But now hang on a second. Hang on a second. I don't want to just come down on narcissistic people here, because that won't get us anywhere. We, you and me, the royal we are not going to become better people in this life by pointing our finger at the narcissists. It's time now we start to point at ourselves, because the reality is that if you're in a relationship with a narcissistic person who is demeaning you, devaluing you, and you're stuck in this place of trying to play mind games and one-up them or whatever, or write them a letter or whatever, you're not being very honest either. If you're standing up for yourself and telling them how you feel constantly, you wronged me. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you calling me names? You're mean to me. You're cruel, and I don't like him. Listen, you're not being honest. And you might be scratching your head saying, Kevin, what do you mean? That is honesty. No. That's a fraction of what honesty is. If you look up the definition of being honest, it's broken up into different components. One thing is being straightforward. So there's a bit of honesty in being straightforward, but the rest of it is integrity. The rest of it is walking according to your values. The rest of it comes down to you. Who are you? What do you stand for? And oftentimes when you show what you stand for, you don't even have to use your words. If you were living an honest life, honest according to who you are, what your values are, what your morals are, you wouldn't have to say anything to a narcissist. You want to know why? Because you wouldn't be involved with them. The reality is, and I help people through this all the time, whenever I have a one-on-one telephone call, typically it comes down to this one thing, as people are trying to understand, why am I trying to get the narcissist to see how wrong they are and this and that? It comes down to this. Look, you don't like them. So let's back up for a second. The reason you want to change that person, the reason you're wanting them to understand how cruel they are, the reason you're wanting them to do things differently is because if you're honest, you don't like who they are. They don't like you, and you know that now. They liked to use you, and you also don't like them because you're on to them, and you see that they're using you, and you don't like that. So honesty would now look like you coming into alignment with your integrity. And you have to do something about it. What do you do about it? How do you live more honest? Well, again, it's not just about being straightforward and saying something. You need to change, Mr. Narcissist, Mrs. Narcissist. You need to change your ways. That's not going to cut it. Because as you say these things, yet stay there, you're not being honest. At some point, you need to be honest with yourself. Say, what am I even doing here? Why am I wasting my time with this person, this family member, this narcissistic father, mother, sibling, this narcissistic spouse? What am I doing here with the person who doesn't care about me and who has showed me time and time again that they don't care? The demeaning nature of the conversations. And beyond that, I don't like them. Why am I wasting any more time with somebody I don't like? That's really what we need to pay attention here. I think a key thing for us all to realize in life is the moment you want to change somebody, draw back for a second and say, whoa, wait a minute. Before I open my mouth and say anything about that person needing to change, how about I check myself? What's really going on? You know what? I don't like that person. Wow. Well, it would be silly of me to continue on in a relationship with somebody I don't like. It would be dumb of me to be intimate with somebody I don't like. That's called honesty. And now you and I, we carry this burden in life to walk out the remainder of our days being honest with ourselves first. You want honesty from other people? You want to know how to get honesty from narcissists? First, be honest with yourself. Meaning, know your values, walk in your integrity. I said this time and time again, narcissistic abuse is the result of being with people you have no business being with, doing things you have no business doing, going places you have no business going. This is true for you. It was true for me. When I started becoming more honest with myself, where I belong, where I'm supposed to be, how I spend my time, boom, I discovered that I cut the narcissistically abusive experiences down by 3/4 just by doing that. Why? Because I'm honest with myself. I now know where I belong and where I don't belong. And it's not one of these things of, well, I should be able to walk into any place I want to, and I should be able to be safe wherever I go. Wrong. That's not an honest view of the world. We're all different. People are different. There is good and there is evil. Let's start with being honest about that. And then once you're honest about that, now you can become honest about who you are, where you fit in, and where you belong. And now anywhere off of that path you start to drift, well, you're no longer being honest with yourself. You're no longer being true to yourself. I'm under the belief that the majority of pain that comes from narcissistic abuse is not the narcissist causing the pain. It's the pain of self-betrayal because you're not being honest with yourself. You stop being honest with yourself, or you were never taught to be honest with yourself. You believe that you have to put others first, and you put yourself last. Another way to look at this is self-betrayal. That takes a long time to wrestle out. Self-betrayal. That takes a long time to heal. And really, this is the process of healing from narcissistic abuse. It takes that person, that behavior that you witnessed to be so cruel to get you into this place where you finally accept, wow, I have to start living honestly with myself first. I have to walk in my integrity, walk in my values, and I can't allow myself to drift. And the moment I'm with somebody who I feel I want to change, boom, I'm done with that relationship because it's a waste of time and it's just going to be a snowball of narcissistic abuse. Instead, I'm going to be honest enough. I'm not going to be a coward. I'm going to be honest enough to walk away from the relationship. I'm done. I'm going no contact. I'm out because I'm being honest. The honest truth is I don't like you. I don't like what you represent. I don't like where this relationship is going. And I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to be different. I'm just going to walk away because I'm being honest. And you set yourself free and you set the other person free. And that, my friends, is being honest. Let's go. It's time to be honest. Listen, I'm here to support you. As I said before, down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. In addition to that, brand new life coaching program every day, Monday through Friday. Now, I'm challenging myself to be here with you 365 days a year. This is the new challenge I'm making myself from this very chair right here with you every day. I can't believe I'm saying that because this is going to be a struggle, but I want to be honest with myself. And if I'm honest with myself, I want to offer something every day because that's honestly what I want to do. And every time I hold out, every time I back out, it's dishonest. Then I get upset with myself. Amen? What's a challenge that you can do every day going forward that's going to bring honesty back into your life? It's going to help you to walk in your honesty. Challenge you to write down the comments below, and I'll be here to support you. Again, you can schedule one-on-one phone calls with me, and don't forget about that coaching program. Get down there and get registered right now, and I'll be back more videos right here on The Royal We. Before I go, I challenge you to watch this video right here. This video is a video recommended by the YouTube algorithm, and so I think you can trust it. All right? So watch that video. I'll be back. Bye.